Cassie, but pretty.
PvP, welcome to
Guess
our
what?
brand. What?
We're in the new place. I'm sorry, I just stole your.
We're in our new studio.
Studio. Singing 80s tunes. Refreshers. It is a work in progress.
We're still working on some things, gonna iron out the kinks and try not to look at ourselves in our new camera.
Hi. So we're back.
We're back.
They don't know that.
Back.
Yeah.
We took a little time off.
We
Things
did.
have been crazy with the holidays. Season is among us.
Visual
holidays.
Winter in the Wisconsin. I know.
Ridiculous.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. This is my time to shine.
And fuck off, first of all.
And not be a sweaty cunt. Shut up.
Okay.
It's hot. It's always hot.
Any hooser.
On today's episode,
we're going to do this.
We're going to do this.
Yeah. We have something. I got to stop looking at myself.
Why?
In this camera.
I will look
It's weird. Thank you. We never do that.
No, we never have ourselves. It's fine.
So yeah, there's a very strange,
exchange.
Yeah.
Event.
And like, I was thinking of like the sequence of events. It was just crazy how it all went down yesterday.
Yeah.
So first off, we were texting yesterday morning regarding what we were going to talk about today.
Correct.
And you had mentioned how you were just watching a new documentary.
I was watching the Sean Combs documentary on Netflix. The new...
Gross.
What is it? I don't even know what it's called.
Reckoning?
The Reckoning.
The Reckoning.
The Rectum.
I have not seen it yet, but I want to.
So I started watching that, and then it kind of dawned on me that at the beginning of this adventure that we have in the podcast, we talked about, being victims of things, of sexual assault, rape, and I just want to know the question, why didn't you tell?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you talk about it? Because your event didn't come out until very recently.
Mm-hmm.
Mine came out years after.
Yeah.
Right?
But not at that time either. Like, why don't women speak out when it's happening?
Yeah.
You were saying.
And that's not, in any way sort of like an accusatory, well, why didn't you say something? Not at all. Mm-hmm. Because we all have a very, very valid, scary reason why we don't say something.
Exactly.
Which sort of brings us full circle.
Because you had asked me, like, would you feel comfortable about talking about why you didn't come out sooner about the rape and whatnot? And I said, yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about it. I think it's an important discussion that unfortunately a lot of us women have to deal with. And then we got together with a friend, someone who I thought was kind of a friend or whatever. We won't mention any names, but yeah. So then, and then we kind of were talking about how you both were watching it.
Yeah, how we both started it, and I only started it. I believe that they had finished it.
Okay.
That was kind of my impression of that. I don't know how far they got.
Yeah, it sounds like they were farther along than you, and I haven't seen any of it yet.
Yeah, I just started it. Mind you, I have not watched any of the documentaries on this fucking pig of a man.
I've watched one, maybe two, and it's disturbing.
It is. It's really disgusting, and it's just I kind of, I don't know. I kind of go in a dark place when I see things like this, and it's just gross.
It's infuriating.
It's infuriating, especially now I know sort of the conclusion of it, which is, you get your little slap on the whatever. Mm-hmm. So we started discussing it, and it was mentioned, that one of, I guess, like the main characters of this lawsuit, Cassie.
His ex-girlfriend.
Okay, so his ex-girlfriend, which is, the video being beaten in
the hotel.
In the hotel, whatever. And it came out apparently in this documentary, text messages and saying she was okay, essentially, I think, with what was happening. And what was told to us by, this friend of ours was, well, she wanted it. She said she wanted it. I've seen the receipts. I've seen these text messages.
I shot farther in the documentary than you. They showed the text messages.
Yep.
And she was fine.
And she was fine with it. She was good with it. And your, sort of comeback is, well, you don't understand. You can't understand. Because obviously, big picture, none of us understand what she's just going through. We're not in this position.
And I said, well, you're a man. Set him off.
Right.
And he said, I said, you can't possibly understand. You're a man. And I get the point he was trying to make, I think. I'm not positive. But he had said, you're going to take it out on me because I'm a man.
Well, bless you.
Sorry. Well, bless your little heart.
My soul,
yes,
left.
Right. It was
Not
great.
like I had one anyway.
Right.
Sorry. Excuse me.
And now you got even less. So.
Yeah, well, you blessed it. So.
I did. So you're welcome. So yeah. Anyways, I said, well, you're a man. And he said, so you don't think I can understand because I'm a man?
Don't tell me I don't understand.
Yeah.
Don't tell me because I'm a man I don't understand. You don't know what I've been through. And it was like, okay.
And I think I was saying, how can you possibly understand being a man? I can't understand what it's like being a man, just like you can't understand what it's like being a woman. And he was like, well, I've been through things. So, and I said, but you still don't understand. None of us can understand what anybody else is going through. We were not in Cassie's mind. We were not in Cassie's body.
Which I don't even think was said. I don't even think we even got that out. It was you making a point and him trying to make a point, and neither one was really hitting like it should have. Yeah, it was not.
Maybe we both shut down in our communication because we just kept repeating each other, I feel like. And we weren't. I was trying to make him understand what I was trying to say. He was trying to make me understand what he was trying to say, and it went horribly wrong.
Right.
But him saying that, no, I read the text messages. It was consensual. She agreed to it. She was fine. She wanted it. And it's like, no, wait a minute. And we tried telling him, I tried telling him this. She was with him from a very young age. Started the relationship in a very young age. In the documentary I saw some very scary things, some very scary interviews with people that were in his inner circle.
Yeah.
He has a very good way of making himself be God. And so I am sure that he was dangling her life as she knew it over her head.
100%. And one thing, of course, after this interaction, it didn't end well. But, so for the past 24 hours, I've been thinking shoulda, woulda, coulda. And just to sort of maybe understand where this other person was coming from. It's like, okay, do you then, after watching this documentary, do you believe that she wasn't the victim she was trying to portray? Which again, why we don't say anything when this shit happens to us? Or do you think her text messages were just trying to maintain some semblance of control? If I say I want this, I'm going to convince myself I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. And again, when you're groomed, that's what you're going to try to find. And you will become a willing participant. That is part of the grooming process.
And you make it seem okay.
That it's okay. It's normal. This is my relationship with my groomer. And if I'm willing, I'm not going to get beat as hard, raped as hard, or it's just going to be more tolerable.
And you're going to take me to the next level in my music career like you've been promising me.
Oh, right.
You're going to let me live the life I've been living because, I wouldn't have a dime without you. I wouldn't have a place to live. I wouldn't be anyone without you. In fact, he dangles that, and he has been in one of the documentaries I told they were interviewing his chef, and she wanted to quit. And he was like, or I think it was his manager that said, you will never work again. He will destroy your career.
Yep.
Don't understand.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what I was trying to say. Like, you're saying she's okay with it. You know that's not right, right? Like, just like saying, you know, I'm sure you, when you went through whatever it was that he went through, which we still don't know, and it's okay. I don't need to know. It's not my story. We know little bits and pieces, I feel like, but you weren't okay with it. Even if you would have said back then that you were okay with it, were you? Mm-hmm. She was not necessarily fooling herself. I think she was brainwashed, and a word groom is the only word you could possibly use for that.
She was brainwashed, and she was trying to cope.
Right.
I think the part that really kept getting me was, you know, he kept repeating, like, she wanted this. She wanted this. She was okay with this. And I hate that, because you proved my point.
Right.
This is why when I was 16, I didn't say to anybody what happened to me, because he could say she wanted this.
Mm-hmm.
She wore shorts, and he did. She wore shorts in front of me. He convinced my mom, my dad, my sister, you know, later on when it came out when I was about 23, that I was fine with it. I seduced him which in my opinion now, as a 46-year-old woman, a seduction is a two-way street.
Yeah.
I'm very aware that I'm seducing
right.
a person, and they're real aware of it. At least they should be. What the fuck? So,
I know.
prove the point and the topic.
Yeah. And that went to your question, because then I had to leave the room because I felt myself starting to lose it and get emotional. And when you came out to check on me, and I just looked at you and I went, and that's why you had asked me a question this morning.
Yep.
About why don't you come out? There are many reasons, but that's one of them. When I was raped when I was 25-ish, 24, 25, maybe even 26. I can't remember now. I'm getting older and older. Do you ever feel like the other day was like, wait a minute, that was like 3 years ago?
Well, yeah, I still think 1970 was 30 years ago.
It's true. It's so true. It's gross.
Old school to me is 1967.
60.
Not
See how bad.
2000. Ew. I'm at 6'9". I'm surprised I didn't say that.
You're 6'9". You're fine.
Butts are cool.
So anyways, but I looked at you through my running makeup.
We tried to hug.
Oh.
It turned out like the stepbrother's weird awkwardness. Back.
Well, because I was on the stairs and you were taller than me.
It was awkward.
And yeah, I'm not used to being in your bosom.
You're not at all. It was a weird place for you.
Yeah. But also I think it was because I'm just not usually that vulnerable ever. Like, and so like I hate crying. I hate crying in front of people. But I looked at you and I just said, and that's why.
Because there's 3 sides to every story.
Every story.
And I think, unlike anything else on the planet, proving a sexual assault is the hardest thing. Because that aggressor, that villain in that story is always going to say, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
And then comes in the
no,
gray area.
Didn't. You wanted it.
You wanted that.
Mm-hmm. Look at these text messages.
Look at the text messages.
Mm-hmm. And so with all of that,
gross.
That being one of the crazy points with why I didn't tell, and I do now want to watch this documentary even more now. Yeah. But again, it does. I even said, like, you think she wanted that beatdown that we all saw the video of by now of her getting beat in that hotel? You think she was okay with that? You think she was fine? Yeah, because she said so in the text messages.
I saw the text.
So she wanted to be beat. Yeah, she wanted to be beat. She wanted to be sexually assaulted. She wanted, what did he say about, like, somebody was going to pay her $1 million to drink their cum or something like that, he said.
Yeah.
Like something like that, or
Yeah.
he said something to that effect.
That she had said she wants that.
Yeah.
She wants to drink.
Yeah.
The baby batter.
Baby batter.
Jesus Christ. You said cum.
I know, it's such
all right.
But that's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
So, like...
And that was what in my mind went, think. I was like, no. That is a coping mechanism. And I wish, unfortunately, when you're in the midst of a situation like that and the water's boiling, you don't necessarily know how hot it is, really, until it just ended.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you're out the door and he's standing there still kind of justifying it. And I'm like,
I think you're in shock, too.
I got nothing, man. I love situations like that. I don't mind them. Unfortunately, I think they end way too soon, but that's the thing. I didn't realize how hot it was until it was over.
Yeah.
And then everybody just walked away. There was no closure to that, which is why you and I are still just like reeling about this later. But anyway, I wish I would have asked at the time, like, hey, time out. Do you feel like she wasn't a victim then?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Or do you think there's a little benefit of the doubt that she was a victim? She was a groomed young lady, right? Who had to cope somehow. If I am willing, I won't get beat as bad, raped as hard, whatever. Did I say this already? I'm having deja vu.
Yeah.
All right.
But you did. But
because I forgot about it all over. I don't know what came out yet. It's a going.
It's a very good point, though, and that's it.
What is that? What he was trying to say?
I hope not. I hope
that he feels. Yeah, she was a victim. She was just trying to cope the best she fucking could. That with my successful career, my life. Is it worth leaving? Is it worth leaving and having everything be destroyed? Or should I just be a willing participant because this will be temporary?
Yeah. And things will get better once he finally takes me to where he said he was going to. And once I just give him this much, or if I do this, things will get better.
Yeah.
Things will get better, and I can either live on my own or still live with him because he'll get better.
Correct. So unfortunately, though, we are not her. We are not this situation. None of us are. And at the end of the day, this debate sort of back and forth, I think should have concluded that way.
Yeah.
None of us are ever going to know what she thought.
Exactly.
And I can tell you what I thought. I can tell you, no, I can't say what you thought.
Right.
Because you're going to have to.
But I've told you so.
I told you so.
So, but no, one thing I was thinking too that I don't think he really understood, because I feel like he was so on this. So I don't understand because I'm a man. So I don't understand I'm a man.
That got hung up.
I'm a man.
That got hung up.
So my thing with that, though, is you can't, obviously, we can't understand I can't understand what a man goes through. He can't understand what I go through.
No.
But when you are A, a man in power, and B, just a man who, in general, men are built stronger than women.
Mm-hmm.
So there are plenty of women that aren't, that are stronger. I'm not saying that there's not, but men are just built differently.
Yeah.
And especially when you have a man that will always make himself higher than you, better than you. So to say that any woman would ask to be beat by a man, and you don't know what we feel when most men are stronger than me. Most men can hit harder than me. Mm-hmm. So it's not about the part that I was saying, because you're a man, is because you'll never know what that intimidation as a woman feels like from a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially someone of Diddy's power,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't get that because you're not me, you're not her, you're not a woman.
Right.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Right.
And unfortunately, like,
it was lost in
it was.
translation.
And
Because the "you don't understand" is where it stopped, and then he started defending himself, um, because that's kind of an accusation. "You don't understand."
right,
Nobody likes to hear that, but that wasn't the end of the sentence.
right.
So he had to make it, very clear
Mm-hmm.
that he was himself a victim. He does understand he was vulnerable. He was in that position and he didn't want to stay there like she
Exactly.
did. Well, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
we're not saying you don't understand.
Yeah. Right.
There's a whole other
Yeah.
meaning behind that and
Yeah.
context behind that.
And just like to be clear, that's never okay.
No.
What happened to her is
Not
never
okay.
okay. What happened to you, never okay. Me, never okay. Just so everyone's clear, whether she says she wants it or not, she has learned a lot about herself. She did a lot of self reflection as she got older and had the guts to speak out.
So why didn't you tell?
So that being one of them, I think for me, I will never not blame myself. I have talked to many therapists about it. I've talked to friends, family about it. I know my rational side of me says,
Sure.
Heather, you were drugged. You had no control of yourself or your body. And I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But, and this is how I felt. I was blaming myself, and I felt my family was going to think, friends were going to think, anybody that knew me would think, well, look how you were living your life.
Yep.
You were that girl. You were the party girl. You would drink too much. You would go have a one night stand. You would, act the fool. And so that is a big reason why, like, I will always blame myself. And I thought everyone else was going to blame me. And I thought everyone was going to be like, well,
you put yourself in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
No, I fucking didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where I was.
I certainly don't.
Right.
Certainly don't.
Right.
Did not know where I was at that time. I looked out the window and couldn't even recognize where it was. I was like 20 minutes away from my house. And I didn't realize that till dude had to drive me home.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, here I am. How did I get to this other city?
If I wasn't completely inebriated.
Yeah. I was.
Is that the right word?
I was like, I mean, it was Pewaukee. Like, that's like 20 minutes from our city.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that's a big reason why. And I think that's why I had to walk away when I did, because I hate the word trigger, but it did. And it's like, I just wanted, and I don't like being that vulnerable person with people. And I just wanted to shake him and be like, and you are the reason why we don't come out. You are everything you are saying right now. It just made me get to that point where it was, and you're proving my point. I don't even want to say it now. I don't want to talk about Cassie now. I don't want to talk about any of that now because I don't like feeling like this.
No.
Like, you just kind of get put back there.
Yeah.
Which was also the whole reason why I quit drinking in the first place. Because I had something that, just a weird random, shouldn't even been rock bottom, but it was just a weird random thought. I told myself I'd never be that out of control again. What am I doing?
Yeah.
It wasn't the many times I fell on my face, but it was that weird feeling that did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. And that's why I still will blame myself, why I was always afraid people would blame me because of that of course it was going to happen. It was bound to happen.
Right.
Crazy that it all happened within the matter of hours. Like he didn't even know that what we were talking about through our text messages.
Yeah.
He didn't know that we were that you had asked me, like, would you feel comfortable, like, saying why you didn't say anything? It just got brought up because we were talking about the newest Diddy documentary.
Yeah. He didn't know that it came full circle with exactly what he had said.
And I woke up this morning. The best way I can describe it is emotionally hung over.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I was just in a zone for a long time yesterday afterwards, trying to process everything. And then this morning I woke up and it was the first thing I thought of. And the first, like, because it's sad. I didn't like fighting with him, and I don't know how it will end up because, neither of us have spoken yet. And I'm not planning on reaching out, and I'm cool if he doesn't. But it's sad. And what's
for sure.
more sad to me, though, is that he feels that way. So I'm cool.
I mean, like I want the closure, and that's always my problem. I'll have shower arguments until I'm 90 because
when you're all wrinkly.
when I'm all wrinkly, and I just, like I said, want to know, wait, is that really how you feel? Come to the microphone, actually, and tell me how you really feel, and let's kind of dissect this a little bit so that you're more of a human being than you left me with yesterday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because I can only hope that that is not you. That is not how you feel.
Sure.
I can only hope that. But
because
it's not my.
how many people don't tell their story?
How many people
children?
don't get it?
Yes. Children up to however old. How come you didn't say? If we can kind of dissect and like get all of the excuses on the table of the villain in that story, be like, well, it was what she was wearing. I'm addicted to child pornography, so I just can't help it. I'm going to have to fuck a 9-year-old now. Thank you. Right? If we take all this off and all of the victims come forward and are like, well, I didn't say anything because he's always going to blame me. Take that off the table then. You don't get to say that. So why did you fuck her? Why did you rape her? Why did you sexually assault her? Get all that out there. If we can become more powerful in our voices, in being the true victims of this story, then we take all that power away from the villains. Your excuses don't hold water anymore.
Right. Well, and that's a good thing. Like, how long did things like that go on for? Like, you look at the Jeffrey Epstein, you look at the Harvey Weinstein, and I mean,
R. Kelly, Diddy, all these very powerful people.
And you nowadays with the Me Too and all of that, it needed to happen. Like, look at all of the people that came out of the woodwork. Like Ashley Judd, she was like, "Yeah, Harvey Weinstein did that to me." That wasn't who officially came out, but you giving it a voice, and that helps other people get their voice.
Yeah.
And then, that's how we are where we are. Unfortunately, Diddy isn't going to end up like R. Kelly and really pay for the things he's done. So I hope that doesn't make him believe that he can just get away with anything now, because he's gotten away with things in the past. He's been found not guilty of many things in the past.
He's got a God syndrome. God complex. That's what it is. And it's fucking disgusting. So I don't feel that he will ever get the justice that he deserves. And then this trickle down effect. We've got these celebrities, they're not going to get the justice that they deserve. And it trickles down to normal women like you and me, normal people, I should say, like you and me, who are like, well, he's never going to get the justice he deserves.
Yeah. Because, why would he? If there's so much evidence out there, and
if you're going to be met with 100 questions when you come forward and you're like, I was raped, I was sexually assaulted. And of course, there's got to be questions that are asked. You've got to find out the story.
Right.
But to somebody who is completely traumatized and in shock, questions are going to come across as doubt.
Yeah.
And you're going to put a wall up and you're going to shut down. You're going to forget things. So the next time you are questioned, your story might be different. And here we go with this disgusting cycle.
Yeah. That's a good point.
We're not believed in the first place. We're met with resistance. So you know what? We're going to be like, fucking forget it. It's fine. Forget it.
I'll put it back deep down inside where it came from.
Yep. And then there's warehouses of rape kits that go nowhere. And all of these percentages of population who have committed a rape, committed a sexual assault, whatever it is, and they just keep doing it because nobody's ever going to say anything. Because nobody's going to believe you. Or whatever the reason is. Take away the excuses.
Yep.
There's no excuse to fucking touch somebody without their permission.
Certainly not.
There's these TikToks going on nowadays that I really love.
Tell me all about it.
Let me tell you what I saw. All right. So it's women with a dog treat and their dog right next to them. So this is why. So the point of it is she has a treat. He goes and she says no. And he completely stops this dog, this very trained, wonderful, beautiful dog. Big dogs, little dogs, hairy dogs, bald dogs, everything in between. Ugly women and beautiful women and whatever even are sitting there with the treat. They say no, and the dog doesn't move. The point of the story is no is a no.
A no.
Where is your excuse? Where is the reason? Where is the gray area?
Yeah. No.
No is no.
No is no. And even, I mean, I don't even want to say, like, even if they don't tell you no, it's because you've incapacitated them, or they are incapacitated, I should say.
If they're not a willing participant, put your fucking pants on.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Agreed.
Go fuck a tailpipe. Seriously.
Sounds toasty.
Well, you might get, a better reaction than from a drugged woman.
Well, right.
Just saying.
All right. Well,
why didn't you say something? Let us know.
Yeah. Let us know your story. And we will
read it. Not out loud. I don't know. We'll read it to each other.
Right. All right. That's it for this episode. Subscribe, comment.
Love us. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.